Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Namaste. I welcome you all in this Tangle Marathon series, part 2. I'm your host, Nidhi Prakash, and my co host, my husband Ajay, is also with us today in studio. Hey Ajay.
Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Nice to be with all of you today. I know I missed being in the session yesterday,
Yes.
but I'm here today and I will be in the chat taking your questions back to Nidhi. So look forward to work with you.
Awesome. So, we started this Tangle Marathon series last week, last Sunday. I already uploaded the video of this Tangle Marathon title page, and we worked on these Blossom Tangles last Sunday. And these. So I think we drew total around 17 tangles last week. Let's see how many we draw today. We are continuing the same category Blossom, and then next week we'll start the new category that would be Vine. You can draw the tangles on this journal like the way I just made one journal on this mixed media pad. This is the Canson mixed media pad size 9 by 12. Or you can draw your tangles on any of your book, papers, or any, the smaller tiles like these. These are all also the blossom tangles. You can arrange your tangles like these if you feel like. Or like the way Kia, I don't know how I pronounce CAIA, she wrote it pretty good. Like she's going to try draw all the tangles on the rough paper first with the pencil, and then she's going to draw it on her journal after that. So it's absolutely your choice how you want to go ahead. These are the few tags. Whenever you are going to share it at social media, you can use that. And before we start, I really want to share what we drew yesterday. This is the Starlink mandala, which we drew yesterday in our session. This is the colored version of it. The video of the colored version making is available at my YouTube for all the OAK members. And this is for everyone. So let's start. Is everyone ready? Hey Word Facts, nice to see you. Kea, Linda Whipker, good morning. Beatrice, love to have you here. Good morning, Deliska. Good morning, Arya. Katyaini, hi. So let's start with the next tangle. For writing the title of the tangle, I'm using the 08. For writing the name of the CZT who deconstructed it, I'm using this brown pen. You can set whatever way you want. So the next tangle is Ayame. This is the next tangle which we are drawing. And this tangle is deconstructed by Emiko Kanko. CZT. And let's see the steps. So for the steps, it starts from the center and it goes this curvy line 1. And then here is the petal of the same shape. And we are going to draw this 3 times like the triangularish pattern. So this is the first step of this Ayame tangle. After that, next step is to draw start from the leaf base and go all the way to the top. Start from this base kind of. It's not all the way from the base, it's starting like where this hump is and joining where the other hump side. Like this. Divide it into half. And now where this top side of this cut is, we are going to draw these 3 petals on the outside. And fill that space. So this is the one Ayame tangle. You can draw in the bunch, you can draw like little these few kind of tipples on the around. We can use any other different color pen for some different shadings, like I can use this pink here, lightly. And I'm using the same tangle to give this aura line around it. And here I'm showing the 2 of them together. So feel free to draw one more. And I just want to give little shading here. You can use any graphite pencil. I'm just using this 2B with the Zentangle marking. This is a normal graphite pencil which we use in school. So this is the tangle Ayame, and if you feel like, you can decorate it with little bit of the tipples or any other different tangle. It's your choice. Let's move forward to the next tangle, that is this Laflor, I'm sorry, I think Laflor, and this tangle is deconstructed by Elena. Babayants, Babayants. And let's start drawing this tangle. This is also a beautiful tangle, right? So as I told you in the last session, like all these tangles, they all are the kind of, you see those central stage kind of the thing, they have a very high focal point. Like if we are using these tangles in our tiles, they will catch the maximum viewer's eyes. So they can be the main part of our artwork. So we are going to draw these 5 long, thin petals, and then we are going to draw the petals at each side. That is the reason I chose this category as the first category, because whenever we are designing any of our artwork, we always first think of the main tangle of our artwork, what we are going to draw. So this is the kind of the main tangle. Like this. And you can choose your colors, whatever you feel like. Oops, the tip broke. Let me grab the other blue color pencil. And the other category of these blossom tangles are they have the high focal point, as well as they have the they are radial in the structure wise. They are kind of radialish, the circularish style, uh, flower style. That's why they have the name blossom. They are in the blossom category. So now let's move on to our other tangle. Let me grab the pen, and this is the tangle. Yeah. Isn't it a funny tangle? Like the name I'm saying, the tangle is pretty, of course. Yeah, and this tangle is from Sandy. Oh. If you want, you can draw this tangle with the pencil first, because it is a nice way of drawing that. So draw the circle, and like you can draw any kind of leaf. And when you have this kind of leaf, what you can do, you can cut the leaf in the center and come back. And then, so if you want, you can draw it with the pencil first and then retrace it with the pen, or if you want, you can do directly with the pen. It's your choice how you want to draw these petals. So this is kind of a one flower. We can draw a bunch of the flowers of different sizes or the colors. Suppose let me draw one more here, little tiny. And again, you can use your different colors to put them all together. You can draw them in the bunch. And again, you can do more aura lines and few more these kind of bubbles, or maybe some mukas in the decoration. It's your choice how you want to decorate the rest of your tile. Maybe we can skip using the pencil and we can just give a little bit touch of the red color with this black pen flicking. There you go. So this is the tangle, yeah. And now the next tangle is this. Ying tangle by Kitty Kitty cat. Oh, that's awesome. I think that's the some nickname kind of the thing, but I'm not really sure. CZT. And the style of drawing this tangle is beautiful. Like you start with the center and you draw these 5 lines. And then you draw these circles. I drew way too big, but it's fine. And after the circles, you draw the line which is covering them to the both side. There's the curvy line. After that, we are going to join them with like kind of the letter M. Kind of the kitty cat, mouse, kitty cat head. And then it's your choice if you want to add a little bit more petals around it, or if you just want to keep it like that and to draw a small this Ying flower besides it. It's absolutely your choice. If you want, you can draw the same thing here and then this style on the top. I already drew big and the small flower here in the Zentangle, so that's why I'm just using this different style here. Like I'm adding the petals in this one. And let me draw one more tangle and then we'll take a 30-second break after that. We can decorate this tangle with whatever way we want. That's absolutely your choice or your design demands. How you are putting your tangle, what kind of color combination or the theme you are using for that tangle. Awesome. So we are done with the 4 tangles so far. Oops. Ayame, Laflor, Ying. And now let's draw one more tangle. Then I'll look at the chat and then I'll see if you have any questions or anything for me. That's the they all are the proper nouns, so I'm not 100% sure the CZT who constructed it, how she or he kept the name to pronounce. I'm just using my dialect. It looks like Yumemi to me. By she Naritomi, Naritomi, CZT. And how we draw this flower. So again, this is a very easy and beautiful flower. We start with the center again and we draw the basic 5-petal flower first. You can draw these petals little big, small, irregular. They will look pretty if they are little bit big or small and not in the perfect sync. And then draw these kind of edges, V shape on the very top of every petal like this, and join them from outside. This is rounding, and then tiny flicking is just your choice. Again, you can make them little big or small. In the bunch, in the overlapping, it's your choice. if you create them in the variety like little big and small, they look much better, more organic. All these tangles which we drew in this blossom category, they all are the part of the organic tangle also. I didn't make a category of the organic tangle because that's a very wide category, and so I divided it into various smaller categories like this, the blossom. Our next category would be the vine tangles, that will also be the part of the blossom. After the vine tangles, the next category would be the leaf tangle, that is also a part of the organic tangle. And there are many other categories which are part of the organic tangle, so that's why I didn't make. If you haven't seen that video, that's a very good video if you want to know about all the categories. I uploaded few days ago. I think then the name of that tangle is, the name of that video is tangle categories. Where is the mouse? Okay, so now I'm waiting for everyone to catch up till here. We drew 5 tangles so far in this session. How is it going, everyone? Are you guys caught up till here? And I see that there was a poll. Awesome. So if you have not clicked on the thumbs up button, please leave the chat and click on the thumbs up button and come back again. So shall I move forward to the next page? Awesome, Deborah. So I'm kind of done with this page and I'm starting the new page for this category. I'm not drawing on the back of the page because I'm just keeping them for my future drawing of the tangles of the same category. So I can draw easily on the back of those pages because this is not just for the 1 day or a 1 year thingy. This journal is is useful throughout the life. So I keep on drawing the more tangles of this category, which I want to keep it as my for my reference for my future use. So that's why I'm not drawing on the back of the journal. Okay, so now let's start. It's awesome that if you are finding it easy, that's so cool. So now our next tangle is let me bring it a little closer here. Move it a little sideways. Okay, awesome. Alaura, and the name of the CZT. Okay, so this is a combination of aloe plus Laura, so that's why the name is Alaura, the tangle name. And the CZT who deconstructed this tangle is Dianetai. She is CZT 11. And how we draw this tangle, this is beautiful style of drawing this tangle, so please look carefully. So we first start from kind of the middle and we start this style. So if you feel like you can just wait, let me draw at least one complete layer and then you can start. So this is the first step. Then I start from this and then we keep on joining like this. This is the first layer, and then we keep on drawing and keep on making these kind of slanted lines. And fill the space. It might be a little intimidating in the beginning, and we are going to make this edges little darker. If you feel like, you can definitely try it on your separate sheet of paper first before you use your pen over your journal. This is a little high focused also, not much, but little bit practice is required, I think. So keep making these one side edges little darker. And you can expand them as big as you want, like this. So this is the tangle Alaura. Okay, now time to move on to the next tangle. I hope everyone you got it. It is a little bit difficult, yes. This is little challenging, I know that. I just left the space blank. We'll do it later, no problem. It's just give it a 1 or 2 try and you can fill the whole space like this. Start from the inner layer and then you can move forward.
Yeah, I think let's give about 20 seconds before we start the next one, Nidhi. I think.
Okay. As you say, Ajay. Okay, shall we move now? So the next tangle is the Trisnail. This is also kind of, it looks quite similar-ish. That's why I kept them together. Let me see here. And this tangle is deconstructed by Jenna Black. CZT, and this is a beautiful tangle. So please look carefully. For this tangle, we first draw this spiral. That's the first step to draw this Trisnail tangle. And the next step will start from this outer side. The first we will draw exactly the way we drew these kind of leaves in the Alaura. We first start from the corner and then we keep joining from this pointy line, pointy edges. You can draw them as big, as small as you want. It's absolutely your choice. You can draw them very big, you can draw them very small. This is a beautiful tangle, Jenna. And you can use your different color pen to, to draw inside of these. And you can make, you can draw these kind of layering exactly the way I drew, or you can just draw These decorations inside is absolutely your choice. That's how you can make your tangle your own version. You can make the tangle your own version of it. That's called the variation. So I'm showing you this version, so I'm not copying this one. That's why I'm showing the different version here in the journal. You can choose whatever you feel like, how you want to decorate this. That's it. And now I'm giving very light shading on the base of this spiral. And now there are various ways of the shading also. It depends how you feel like. That's it. If you feel like, you can fill all these negative spaces, or you can fill it with any other color. And there is one more thing which has been suggested by the Jenna, like you see these little darker on the borders here, just on the base of these. Little rounding on here. These little touch-ups give, very different dimension to change the whole tangle. Perfect. So this is Trisnail, this is Alaura, and now the time to draw the tangle Küle. So this tangle is from Zentangle headquarters, and they put 2 dots over the U. This is from Zentangle headquarters, and let me use just this brown pen to draw that tangle. So again, it starts from the center, as most of all the Blossom Tangle starts, and little of these moon pies, half circles. And in this tangle, what is the main quality of this? That they leave the open, like all the shapes, whatever you are drawing, they leave their one side open. This is the one way of drawing the tangle in the flowerish style. That's we are drawing in the blossom. That's why I chose this way to draw. But again, the same tangle can be used in various style, in different shapes. But the main characteristic of this tangle is to draw the shape spiral in any shape, but the open spiral. I love those tangles where we draw these kind of continuous line. They are so satisfying. Like, that's why I love the paradox tangle a lot. And that's why I started those series of, like, you know, those spiral art sessions where we used to draw just that whole tile with lots of different ways of the paradox. That's remind. Hey, thank you, Word Facts. Thank you for supporting me.
So some folks wanted to know if we will be starting another category today, or Blossom is gonna take most of the time for the session.
Ajay, I don't think we can start the next category because we are left with lots of tangles in this category. So let's complete the one category. Yeah, that makes sense, Ajay. So now the next tangle is Amadou. So Yelena is saying, is that German, the dots over you? I'm not sure, Yelena, if there is any German person here, and if he or she can suggest us, then it would be awesome. I'm sorry, I don't want to give the wrong information. Karen Godyns. Godyns Karin, Karen CZT. Amadou, Amadou is the name of this tangle. This is again a beautiful tangle, as you can see, a nice flower. It reminds us of the tulip, isn't it? It's a kind of the tulip. So you start drawing it with the kind of the V shape, V or the U in between. I drew it pretty wide, as you can see in this one. And then you draw this. So I'm just drawing the different style of this. This is pretty deep U. Here I just draw a little wider version of it. And then these aura lines. You can draw in all of them. And here what I'm doing in this one, this way, and I'm getting my, let me grab this purple color pen, and now I'm just filling them with these kind of rounded hatching lines. And these are to the opposite side. So here you are seeing the other style of drawing the same tangle. And then we can do the shading. Okay, so Deliska is saying that they use these dots in the French language. That's awesome. Thank you, Deliska. So these are the 4 tangles. And now I'm taking a quick break of 10 seconds for everybody to catch up and to write down in the chat that you guys are done till here. You can send me thumbs up. And please write down 1 and 2. Let's see whoever is drawing along with me. So Deliska, when you put those dots, does it stretch the, like when we are pronouncing that syllable that do we stretch that letter? I don't know what's the use of that. If you can write it down, otherwise I'll Google it later. Thank you, Tammy. Thanks, Kaya. Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Roberta. Awesome. Now let's start the next. Thank you, Arya Shri. So today you are drawing. It would have the same sound as the word Yule. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Deliska. Beautiful. Now let's start. Thank you, Maria. Hey, you are drawing today. After so many days. Oh, she was here? Okay. Okay, so now this next tangle, we have used this tangle a lot in our artwork. Inaflux. And this tangle is deconstructed by the Debbie New. CZT, and this is a beautiful tangle. Let me just show you quickly. I have this one, like we use this tangle here. Here we drew the line. Here you can see the dots. You can draw it anyways, so please look carefully. First we draw this petal in the center, and then we keep on drawing. I drew it a little low. We don't have that much space on the top, but still.
Deliska, if the chat is covering the video, just bring your phone back to portrait mode, turn off the chat, and then take it back to portrait, so the chat will not cover the video anymore.
I'm going to draw this one more time because I could not draw the whole tangle completely here. So let me draw one more going into this direction. Oops. Going it a little slanted here. And you can grow them in any direction, in whatever big size you want, in the sideways, in the with the straight lines. You can use this little shading for the depth. This is the Inaflux tangle. I use this all here in this one, and there is one more. I use this tangle in this style. If you have drawn any of this with me, you have drawn this Inaflux, and you see I drew here these fluxes on the side to give it a beautiful look. And here I just extended these two petals to just fill up the space. So that's how you can make the tangle on your own version when you are using it based on the requirement. You can change it, like here I just drew these kind of petals. Like you can add these petals wherever you feel like. Or you can add some stems if you feel like. It's your choice. Awesome. So now let's start the next tangle. This is again a beautiful tangle. Abundies, what a name. Abundies. S, and the tangle has been deconstructed by, where is that brown pen? Hanny Waldberger. Again, we start with these two sides, like this kind of petals or the pod, the eye shape. You can make it a little bit more wider or thinner based on your demand again. And then from the top side, we keep coming and joining it to the bottom left. And the other side will start from the bottom left and we go the top right. So this is the kind of the tangle it is. Now you can decorate it, like here you see I drew these kind of pearls as if they are hiding behind. You cannot see the hole, and some are kind of visible as the hole, and few of these. So this is just the decoration. You can do whatever way you feel like. Shading, coloring, these embellishments is absolutely your choice. You can just do the aura line to it. You can draw one or more Abundies, and you can kind of, you know, draw them together and then draw the aura them together and make them one big piece. And now we can choose our color. So suppose I'm just using little yellow here, everywhere very lightly, and maybe little this black for the shading. Where is the and to create depth here we will do little shading on inside of it. This is another version of it. That is the reason I really wanted to draw in this big piece, because now we are not limited in this size and we can draw a little bigger, and if we want, now we have space, we want to draw it again. So that is the main reason, main purpose to grab this big journal for this Tangle Marathon. Awesome. Now let's go to this next tangle, that is Hamail, Hamail, and this tangle has been deconstructed by Tina Hunziker, Hunzizi. I used to say this letter Z in India in our school, but now this Z has become Z when we moved here. So how we draw this tangle? So please look carefully. Again, we start from the center, and the first step is to just draw this tiny straight line and the curve. then again straight line and the curve, straight line and the curve, straight line and curve. That's how it keeps on growing. Straight line and curve. And again, you can make them as big as you want. You can grow this until you feel like. You can draw the aura line. This is the Tangle Hamail by Tina. Now you can shade it in your own style. You can make these kind of double aura and then you can fill this part to make this whole flower brighter. So that's your choice how you want to decorate it, and you can make it a little bit more bigger, or maybe the 2 rounds or the 3 rounds based on the your requirement of your artwork. And now let's draw the next tangle, that is G-I and I. Oops, I drew it in the smaller thing. I really wanted to draw all in the capital. I'm just changing as much as I can. Let it small m and this Ginili. Because in this, if you see, I'm trying to write down all in the small, all in the capital one. So, and this is by Randy, RANDIYNWY, and then E. This is N. Perry, PARRY. CZT. And I use this tangle in my lot of artwork. This is the one, you see the flower. This is the flower, is this one. Although I changed this flower and I drew the center of it, and then I use these kind of petals on the end. But if we want to see the basic version of it, that's what we are drawing here. I'm just showing you both of them here. Let me remove this one. So it starts from the center here, and we draw the 3 petals kind of, in the beginning, and they can go in any direction. They can join with each other, they can be a little bit separated, and then we divide them into different parts. Again, that division can be a little bit wavy or directional. After that, we'll make the corners round from the top. So now, as I always say, that we learn a tangle, but that's just one way of drawing the tangle. You can create your own version, and that's the fun of drawing these pattern art in these tangles. So the CZT has been deconstructed it on her own way. So get the inspiration from him or her, give her the due credit always, and make your own version. Like here you see, I just changed it in a little different dots, and I made this little gem in the center. So that's your choice how you want to use it. You can fill this hole, you can create more layers and then more layers, and you can fill the whole your tile with just this tangle, and it looks beautiful. This is a beautiful tangle, Randy. In this one, my theme was the monarch, so I made these dots to give it like an, you know, those eyes on the butterfly. So that's why I chose to put those dots in between. But that's absolutely optional. Okay, so let's take a small break and then we'll start the next set. I hope everyone is doing great and everyone is catching up well. The tile is so beautiful. Thank you, Smita. Are there any male CZTs? Yelena, I know few of the male CZTs, but you are absolutely right. The percentage is a little low than females. Like if I know 20 female CZTs, so maybe 1 or 2 male CZT. That's my perception, but I'm not 100% sure what's the ratio. But they are not equal. That's what I can say. Am I not your cup of tea? It's okay. You can try. We learned Z in Ukraine too. I think that British English. Yes, Yelena. So in the English, in the British English style, we call it Z, the last alphabet of the these A to Z, and here in America we call it Z. So when I moved here with my kids, so they corrected me that mom, it's not Z, it's Z. And oh, now the Z becomes Z here. So yes. Ham6 from the last week. That's nice. That was the Ham6 flop, right? That was so much fun. I laughed a lot. Okay, so now let's move on to the next tangle. That is this Safflower. Safflower. I don't want to write it wrong. Write it wrong. By Sarah Fowler. So if I'm pronouncing any person's or any tangle's name wrong, please pardon me, because they all are the proper nouns, so that's why. Okay, so let's start. I'm starting from the very base. We start with the stem here. In this one, start with the stem, and then first we drew these 4 petals. Draw this tiny oval shape over the stem, and then 1, 2, 3 and 4 kind of petals. This is the base of this safflower, and then we keep growing these kind of petals in between. They are kind of the rice shape. Then we draw these 3, then and you see as we go up they are kind of getting bigger. Again, you can grow them as big as you want, and you can give them whatever shape you feel like. This is the safflower. And now in the center of this, there is a very thin kind of the directional line. We can draw this line complete or the broken, it's your choice. And then a little bit of flicking here where, you know, they are sprouting, just to create the depth or the shadow part. That will create more layering effect. Awesome. So now let's move on to the next tangle, and the next tangle is the pepper. We have used this tangle a lot in our tiles. I love this tangle. This is one of my favorite tangles. And before we start drawing this tangle, I really want to show you how I have used it. Why the black dot next to the tangle name on the tile, please? Oh, okay. So as you see, these are the two tiles. So the black dot means this is not from the Zentangle original tile. Z means it is from the Zentangle original. So if I put the dot, so I have to see on the back of this that who deconstructed it. That's my way of doing it. It's nothing anything else. It's just my way of like to make it clear that it's not from the Zentangle headquarters. It's from some other CZT. That's the indication for me. So you can see the same version of this tile 3 times. The colored version, just one monochromatic one, and there's a lot of, the variety of colors. So, and the same tile, this is the pepper, which we are going to draw right now. Here, you can see, awesome. So it's not really important to have one particular shape. As you can see here, it's little different. Whatever irregular shape you want, you can just draw. If you want, you can draw the center shape with the pencil just for your help, that till where you want to extend it. You can draw these stripes as close, as far. It's absolutely your choice. And these stripes are going little out than our shape is. They are kind of, enveloping our, they are going little over, so they're creating one that they are going out and they are beyond that shape. They are covering the whole this piece. You can make it very intricate by drawing these thin lines, or you can draw these kind of thick lines. So it's your choice how you want to draw this tangle. I'm showing you various versions of it. You can change the direction to show the movement in your tangle. And then trying to shade it. Where is my tortillon? Here we go. So now when you are working on a big tile, you can draw one or two more paper of a different shape, and you can give different kind of, you know, the different kind of trial you can do, or play around with the tangle the way you want. That's the fun working in this bigger journal. Okay, and now the next tangle is the Aquafleur. This is Aquafleur here, and this one is the Aquafleur. So the next tangle is the Aquafleur. That's why I'm not removing that, and I kept these both tangles together because they both go together very well. As you can see, I in my this artwork I drew them, and here is just the solo this Aquafleur, and it is again from the Zentangle headquarters. Oops, I didn't write the Z here. A Q U A F L E U R, and this is from the Zentangle headquarters. And you are seeing the one version of one, like this is kind of the one version, this is little different, and here I'm drawing the absolutely different version of this. You can choose whatever way you want. Okay, so here you go. Let me grab the pen, 08 again. And what I'm doing here, you can see I'm just drawing this in this circle here, and the circle is kind of going this round like this. So now I'm going to do this Aquafleur style in the circle. So they pretty much kind of similarish way, like we draw the stripes in the paper, we leave the space in the center. Here we make a loop. I made a loop here in this one. As you can see, here is a tiny loop. Here I made a little bigger loop, and there is kind of the no loop, just a very tiny on the border. So it's your choice. And now this is how I'm making the stripes. This is just to draw the same tangle in a different way. And again, what I'm doing, I'm leaving little space here in the center in this one to give the highlight. Little flicking from the corner, little flicking from the base, and not filling all the way to the center. Again, you can make this tangle intricate by drawing various these stripes if you use thinner tip pen, and if you draw them little closer, you can make this tangle little bit more intricate. And now once you are done with that, we are going to draw the same thing, like, you know, now we are going to work in our this tangle here. So maybe we can start from any point we can choose, and we can do the same thing. Inside the loop, and I'm making this loop a little bit more darker, although we are going to get that feeling with the shading also. These two tangles go together very well. If there is a category, if we make a category called like something with the ocean or the aqua category, so they will go very well in this one, isn't it? because of the ocean style or the aqua scene. They are the perfect candidate. So this is the Aquafleur, and there are the various versions of these two tangles. You can see the pepper and this in all these tiles. Awesome. Now time to move forward to the next tangle. That is the Rumpus tangle, and we use this tangle in our last that square shape mandala. Last Saturday we drew that. It is again the Zentangle original tangle. Starts from the center and we are drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles, and we will join this center circle to these outer circles with these petals. They can be little long, little short, thin. It's absolutely fine. Just use your eye and try to put them in equalish distance. After that, from one side of all these petals, we are going to draw these aura lines, double aura lines. Like you can see, I'm drawing all from their one side, not to the other side. And once I'm done drawing the double aura line on the one side, I'll start drawing the aura line to the other side, and I'll stop when it's kind of covering. Please stop when the other pattern is coming in between. After that, we are going to join these corner dots with each other with these beautiful rice shape pattern. This tangle is very beautiful in a way that we can just use this tangle and draw one mini mandala. And after that, we are going to do this double line. I'm drawing pretty big just to, make this tangle very clear for everyone. As you can see how tiny I drew in this one. And now lots of shading. Oh no, after that we are going to draw lots of circles in these spaces. So let me grab any different color for that. I'm using this purple color for filling this leftover space with all the tipples, all the orbs. Please look carefully. Sometimes it's little confusing and you might get an opportunity that you fill the actual petal instead of the extra space. Keep drawing all these tiny circles and try to fill all these leftover spaces. I drew this tangle really very big and open. Just trying to make it very clear. All the steps, that was my intention. That's why I drew that big. But if you were with me in one of my last Zendala Mandala session on Saturday, so we drew this tangle 4 times in that Zendala. That's the squarish Zendala we drew. And after this, we'll take again a 30-second break once I'm done completing this tangle. Okay, now it's the time for the shading in this one. So for the shading, I'm grabbing my pencil and I'm flicking on the both side of all these, either the petals or the aura lines. Just give shading from the corner. Or if they are overlapping, then you can give a little bit where they are overlapping to give that dimension of the over and under. This tangle takes a little extra time, but the end result is really beautiful, isn't it? Did I lay down the graphite everywhere? Let's see. Start a little bit of the blending and I will check if I missed any petal. There you go. And what I'm just doing it, oh, you couldn't see the whole one. I'm just making these circles a little bit more darker. That's it. So this is the Tangle Rumpus. We can use a little more purple pencil and give a little shading over those purple circles to give them a little bit more, value. But if we feel like, we can do it like that. And I don't really have handy. I don't know where we did this tangle, where we used this one last week. Otherwise, I would like to share it with you. But no worries, it's okay. Maybe next class, if I find that, I'll share it with you. Okay guys, now time to move on. We are done with this page and let's do quickly How many we did? Let's just count quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oops. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We are done with the 17 and we did 17 last session. And now we are going to do few more. Good job, Nidhi, Prakash, and good job everyone, whoever is here with me. You love the Tangle Rumpus. Yes, that was on 4th September and I am not able to find my that works that I would like to share with. Oh, I got it. Here is the Rumpus. You see, it was here besides me. And so this is the Tangle Rumpus. Awesome. Now let's do the next tangle, that is wrapped rose. I don't want to write down over the line. And this tangle is deconstructed by, where is the brown pen? There you go. Helen, Helen Williams. Williams. So it starts with the center dot. I'm leaving that space. And after the center dot, we draw this spiral. And it is a closed spiral. You see? So start with the dot in the center and then a closed spiral. And after this closed spiral, we keep on drawing these kind of petals. You see, first we start with this kind of petal and then we changed it after one circle. Now, after that, we already have this round, so we'll just draw these C-shaped in between two petals, and we can create whatever shape we want, whatever area we want to cover up more. Just keep drawing these, keep wrapping the inner flower which we just drew with the spiral and those tiny petals. Isn't it so easy and beautiful? You can draw this a little bit more bigger. If you feel like, you can make some accented, like, you know, you can give some leaves a little bit accent. You leave them some space for the highlight and you fill the rest of it. It's your choice if you want to create that accent or not. Let me just give, you can use some colors for the shading in this one. Let me give just one more and that's it. Beautiful. And you can give these kind of shading like wherever they are sprouting. So you can give a little darker here just to create that depth of that shadow part. Here you go. This is wrapped rose. And now it's the time to draw the different kind of rose, that is the string rose. And this is again by the Helen Williams. She deconstructed a lot of different style of drawing of these roses. Thanks, Helen. If you feel like, you can draw this string rose on the rough paper first, because it is just one continuous line. So please look carefully. It starts from the center and then it continue drawing the line. It is just one line. Like this. So you can practice it more. It starts from the center, round, and then wrap it around, and then keep drawing and touching these lines. You can overlap them if you feel like. You can give them little round corners. Little aura lines. You can color them, shade them. So please practice them a little bit more, and you can give shading wherever you feel like in these corners. This is a pretty quick tangle, but it takes, I think, little practice to draw that line. So every time line should touch the inner circle, and it's kind of triangularish. It's going up and down. So write down in the chat if you get it or not. And how do you find these two, rose flower, wrapped rose and the string rose? How do you like these two? Yes, Kaya, they are very simple and they are very elegant. You can make greeting cards with them, and they are very, very useful in our, like, in normal. We can use them a lot in various occasions. This kind of, like, if you are gifting someone, if you just want to make a tag. This is such a quick tangle to make a tag in your gifts. These are the two tangles we are done so far, and now we'll start from the next tangle, and that is the Diva Dance. We have used this tangle a lot. This is from the Zentangle original tangle. I just keep it together because it is again making a rose flower thingy. This is a Zentangle original tangle, and before I start, I really want to share this Diva Dance tangle 1 and this again Diva Dance tangle 2. You can see that I have used these two various styles of the Diva Dance, and we are drawing this one here. Let's draw. Okay, so how I can keep it, that's what I'm just thinking, so that you can see these little different varieties also. This is just little curvy line, spiral, and you draw these kind of humps, little triangularish way, and then you keep continue. these spirals, keep making these little humps in between. So again, you can grow them as big as you want. Look how big I made here, how smaller they are here, and you can overlap them the way you want. You can make them in the bunch, you can make one big, you can make few smaller. It's absolutely your choice how you want to draw them.
We have a couple questions. Arya wants to know if Stella is in Blossom category as well.
Okay, Arya, that's a nice question. We can put Stella in the Blossom category because it is starting from the center. It's kind of the radial, but I made a category. Let me switch on my camera. But I made a category. If you have seen my that Tangle category video, and the name of that category is the Cadent family or the seed tangle. So I put that Stella tangle in the seed tangle because we made the seed first before we start drawing. But as I say that there are few tangles which we can put in various categories, like the Stella you are talking, we can put it in the Cadent family tangle as well as in the Blossom one. So I put it in the Cadent family tangle. But yes, you are absolutely right. That can be the part of the Blossom because that radiates from the circle. That is the circular. That can be the high focal tangle. So yes.
Okay, thank you. Kaya wants to know if this is rock and roll Diva Dance.
Yes, absolutely, Kaya. This is rock and roll. Thank you for reminding me.
Awesome.
Thanks, Kaya. This is rock and roll Diva Dance, and the others are the waltz and the, what is the third one? Waltz, rock and roll. What is the third Diva Dance? I'm just missing right now. Yes, this is the rock and roll. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, what's the next question, Ajay?
Just the size of the small tile.
Size of this small tile is 2 inches square. This is 3.5 inches square. This is a 6-inch square, and I'm working on this journal that is 9 by 12 inch.
Thank you. And the last question was from Neeta, just the size of the tile that you just answered.
Awesome, Ajay.
And Kaya says the third one is Foxtrot.
Yes, Foxtrot, where we divided into 4 diagonal lines, and then we fill the whole area with the Diva Dance. Thank you, Kaya. That's the Foxtrot. And the waltz is just like going, flowing in one way. I don't have any other thing to show here. It's okay. So if you want, I can show you the other Diva Dance if I find it quickly here in my this thing. So who is going to write down what is our next Tangle category we are going to draw next Sunday? Did I get the reply, Ajay? Yes, the wine category. So this is Diva Dance Foxtrot. Absolutely. This is Diva Dance Rock and Roll. And the other one I don't see it here, but I have it somewhere. The one, uh, this one. So it goes in the flow, kind of. I made a bubble in this one, but it goes in the kind of the straight flow. So that's the waltz. Okay, and now what is the time? Oh, it's already the time. But let's draw at least quickly few more if you guys are with me. How about that? That's the Deco Star is our next tangle. I'm just writing here now, it's fine. Deco Star is the name of the tangle, and this is from, oh, not red color, where is the brown pen? Here you go. From Neil, Neil Burley, Burley, and starts from the 2 center 1 parallel line, and this other parallel line. It can be a little bit more wobbly or circle, it's absolutely fine. And then it starts from these little straight squarish line on all 8 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. And after that we will draw these long lines which is going out of these filling blocks, and then we could just keep joining them to the both side. Little slanted style maybe. I'm not moving my tile, moving my diary or the journal. So, and then we keep on filling on each side until we reach to our those blocks which we drew in the very beginning. And then you can just make lots of circles or the decoration in between these spirals. That's your decoration, how you want to decorate them, or if you want to draw any, fill them with any other color, it's absolutely your choice. How you want to shade them. I know guys, time is over, but still I would like to draw few more tangles quickly. So if you feel like, you can leave and then you can come back again to complete, not the fan blades. I would like to do the Zenjellies now. It's okay. And this is from Jenna Black again. We already drew one tangle from her. This is a pretty easy and the quick drawing thing. Like, first draw the circle, then draw these C shape.
Let's move the paper up a little bit.
Oh, better? After that, just draw this wobbly line parallel and then join them with lots of parallel lines. These parallel lines can be a little bit more closer. You can use different other color for them. And then for the decoration, we can draw lots of circles on the inside and outside of these. Lines. I'm just using this brown pen to draw these tiny circles. To the both side. And if we like we can draw one line in between with the color. Just to create a little bit more. Drama in our tangle. We can add the color like that. There you go. And then you can do the shading as per your choice. Now I want to do one more, that is the fan blades. And this tangle has been deconstructed by TRICIA Tricia Long CZT. And this is a beautiful tangle to draw. So please look carefully. First we draw the center circle. And then in the center circle, we draw this inner center circle. And this inner center circle, we are going to fill this hole with these kind of U shape. 2, 3, how many I drew there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it's not really important to draw the 6 only. You can draw 8, you can draw 7. Okay. And then we are going to, after that, we are going to extend this one side out and coming down and joining it. Extend it big, coming down and join it. As if the fan blade, the actual name of this tangle. Extend it long, coming down and join this bottom. And now the embellishment, make this side where the straight side is, make it longer, make it little bit more wider, give the depth. And then I'm just using this brown pen. Let me use this blue pen, and we are going to make these 3 tiny circles on each of these. Let me bring it a little bit more closer. You can see this one also here. And from the tiny side, we are going to do a little bit of these flickings. Ajay, what do you say? Shall we draw a few more or shall we stop? Because there are many more left, but we are going to start the wine tangle next week, so we can skip those. We can draw a few more. Whatever you say, Ajay.
I think we should leave it up to the participants. So what do you guys say? We can maybe at some point for some of the leftover ones. I know there's a lot of them. Yeah, maybe we can do some short videos on them. Upload maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that maybe
because we have to be cognizant of the time as well. It's already 20 minutes over.
Yes, that's why. That's what I'm just thinking. So shall I do 2 more or not? I have 8 more spaces on my Blossom page. Okay, so there are many more. Let's do at least, I'm just doing 2 more and then we are done. Okay. So the next one is this Lex Gem. And this tangle is from Jessica Hudson. In this tangle, we first start with this V shape and the spiral at the end. So please draw the V shape and the spirals at the end. And then on the top, we are going to draw this curvy line on the one side and this curvy line on the top. after that, where this V shape is, we are going to join it from the base. This spiral. Join the spiral from the base, and after that we do this thing a lot, that we extend the shape with these kind of petals. Again, you can make as many as you want, as less as you want. It's absolutely your choice. You can make one size bigger, one side smaller. You can draw whatever is the requirement of your artwork. And then it's your choice. You can shade them. You can do a little bit of these flickings or the stipplings, pointillism in your angle to give it a shade. And in this one, it's your choice. I am just doing these little flickings from the both side. You can do striping in this one or just the shading. That's it. We can use different colors. So this is Lex Gem. And now let's do one more. That's the last one. That is Treline. And I'm not doing here. I'm doing here. Here I'll draw some little thinner, like little smaller size of the tangle. Treline. And this tangle has been deconstructed by Anyoken. Oh, I love her work. Yo, you can't see it. Now you can see that one. And how we draw that. So we draw it with the center again. And then with the center, we divide it into four parts, 2, 3, 4, like this style. And then we join the one arm with the second arm step. Like this. And then we keep on extending it, you know. And this extension can be in any direction. It can go a little bit left or right or a little bit more bigger. Again, that's our choice. So this is the last tangle for today, and our next tangle category would be wine tangle. Let's see how many we draw and probably complete that tangle in one day for sure. That's what I think as of now. Let rest we'll see when we'll draw that. We can give shading a little bit on these sides also. This is a beautiful tangle, Annie. I use this tangle in various different varieties in my artwork from the very beginning. I didn't extended them, so I just use them, and instead of the 4 I use them in the 5 parts or the 6 parts in some of my artwork. So that's how that I told you that we can change. I'm just removing a little bit of the pencil or the shading which is going out. Okay, so here you go. We are done with our session now. What do you say? Let's count it quickly. How many we drew? Did you guys count it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yay! We drew 25 tangles today. That's so awesome, guys. Yes, Deliska, you are absolutely right. I just counted. We did 25 tangles. We started from this Ayame 1, 2, and these 5 tangles on this page. We completed this whole, and these so many. I'm so happy to draw all these tangles with you guys. Time to say goodbye, and thank you for everyone for joining me. And again, I'm going to make the post of today's class where you can share your all tangles, your work with me. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. See you next week. Next Friday, we will continue with our same 14-inch mandala, which we started 2 weeks ago. This is what we did in the past 2 weeks. We are going to complete it in our next week. And next Friday, yay, take a look. Last night I uploaded a little, I'm still working on this. I uploaded this piece, the short video, and we are drawing on a 6-inch paper. This is a 8-inch. We are drawing on a 6-inch paper, the same kind of work in our Saturday session. That's the botanical kind of the mandala, but the black and white, and the colored version video will be available for all Oak members, as we did in the last Saturday. And Sunday we'll start our new category, that will be wine. That's all. Bye bye.